Let's get started.
The truth that sets you free may also tear your life apart.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the find of the century.
trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble, 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 trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. They don't know my trouble. Trouble, trouble,
family. Hey, people. Let me turn my fan off. I'm country as hell. I ain't gonna have the air just running. Turn the goddamn fan. Hey. Welcome to Giraffe Balls. Sure wish I had a different topic. You know, this one's getting a little old. And it's a shame it's us. But it's still there, you know. Shame or not. Let's see who here. Hey now. Hey there, Jedi Bruce. Young Jedi. We're supposed to have a Jedi session today. And I was in a meeting that ran long that I could not, I was a low man in the meeting. So I had to kind of take that one on the chin. That's not your fault. I got to try not to get that right. That ain't right. But we will get out. We will get out this afternoon. Absolutely. Let's see. Brother Bruce, Brother Wilt, Brother Jay, Clarity, Kels, Ram, Cephas, Dictionary. Dictionary says that's a dope name. Where is it again? Seen you on Man's World yesterday. Oh, what the Zoe rerun? Cool. Jennifer Hudson should be singing on these tracks. Thank you. I'm gonna try to make that happen. Ahmad, what's going on? What time you thinking? Let's put it in right after the show. Yeah. Right after the show there, nephew. Let's I'm gonna email you my number. Call me. Cephas, everybody, what's happening? Now, welcome to Giraffe Balls. For those of you who if this is your first time, put a P2B in the chat. That's peace to the balls. Peace to the balls. One of my lovely nephews came up with that many moons ago. What we do here at Giraffe Balls is we all get high together and we all discuss dope shit together. Now, I'm going to get high as Giraffe Balls on today's strain from my man, John, who smells like weed. Speaker Knockers. This is a boutique strain, and it is the Cadillac, baby. It's wonderful. It's a balloon ride. It's a hot air balloon ride. It's not a rocket. It's beautiful. Now, we're going to go on and get into this in a minute. You know what? I hate lighters like this. I don't like a lighter that don't work. I'm gonna throw that out. Bam. It be that perfect one. That first one, every time I do the first one, it's perfect. I just don't never focus on it. Nah, I'm gonna catch that perfect pull. That pull was good. I like that one. What number am I? What number am I? God damn it. How long have I been on here? 27 minutes? Yep. 27:40 is where the pull is. Remember that. Go back to that. But yeah. Let's go and get high. Smoke them if you got them. And I'm gonna speak on it for a minute, and then I'm gonna let y'all on in here with your comments. Heru was cracking. I don't know what PSB is, but it certainly ain't P2B. And Jay, this certainly ain't your first damn time in here. I don't know what you're doing there, young man. All right. We might as well get on in it. Jungle and word power. The death of PNB. Okay. Again, another horrible, tragic, needless, senseless, useless, pathetic waste of violence. Perpetrated on our own, by our own, or so we think. I don't never rule out other shit that makes shit look convenient. I'll never rule it out. However, let's go with the face value story. Because regardless to what happened, regardless to the position of the animal, the skeleton is the same. And it is this. A famous young brother and his lady went to a notoriously active street corner in South Central Los Angeles. That everybody know. You can feel it in the air when you get out the car. You ain't supposed to be over here long. He sat down to eat with his lady and wound up dead. Now, let me start with prayers and condolences to this young brother's family and to that of his lady. Okay. This is not to let her off the hook for the brainless shit she did. But this is to stop entirely faulting this young girl for doing something that goddamn stupid. Because it was utterly fucking stupid. Now, hold on. Close my door. I gotta close my door. There we go. Yeah, it was utterly stupid. But we gonna raise up off that young lady. Because for whatever happened, whether she was entirely innocent or she was in on it, whatever you think, a young lady saw somebody she loved die in front of her. And more than likely carries her own guilt for that. So none of this is about that today. Let that stand for itself. Think what the fuck you think. I'm not going to go down that road. Where I'm going is to the jungle. And how these two young people came to, with what is obviously blatant ignorance, disrespect it. That's where I'm at. When I grew up, it was not, poverty was not unclear to me. The difference between the way I lived and the way others lived was not unclear to me. There were rules, specific rules, many of which I figured out on my own by getting my ass whooped, getting chased, sensing something, and then it happened, that sharpened my street sensibilities as a survivor. And then people who came in before me told me shit. In order to survive. There was no when I grew up, no one was unclear about the following. In the jungle, you either reading the menu or you own it. Or both. Every day. In that jungle. Somebody's the gazelle and somebody's the lion. Every fucking day. And you got to be honest with you about who you are in that jungle and what that jungle really is and where the snakes are and where the alligators are and where the hippos are. And what are you? As soon as they got out that car, they was on the menu. They wasn't reading the menu. You have to read the menu when you go in the jungle. When I go in the jungle, here's what's on the menu. I'm making my oil run for my shea butter. I'm making my shea butter run. I'm making my incense run. Yes. 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 Um, there's a dose of commerce on the menu. There's healthy Jamaican food on the menu because I'm going to stop through my spots while I'm in the hood. Now, because there's ambition in my eyes and I stand up straight and my clothes is neat, I have the glow of hope. It's some niggas that don't like that. So I need to be able to decipher who I'm on the menu for. This right here, I'm an OG. It's a lot of young brothers I'm not on the menu for. You can take one look at me and tell I ain't active out here. Nigga, I ain't out here for no problems. I'm out here for some shea butter. I'm trying to keep my skin pretty. I'm not out here. Yeah. I'm over here for some a veggie plate with some plantains. Now cheat and put a little oxtail gravy over it. None of the meat, just the juice. With some peas and rice and callaloo. That's what I'm over here for. And a soursop drink. I'm over here for some incense. I'm over here to tell some jokes. I'm not over here on no bullshit. So that puts me off the menu. For a whole bunch of ain't nobody rolling up on me. For what? I don't carry no money like that. You got to be hard up to be fucking with me. Because I'm not finna fuck with you. And I'm certainly not going to get out of the car in what is perceived to be expensive jewelry. Or I can't even say expensive. Valuable jewelry in front of people that's hungry. These people out here hungry. These people out here can't eat. There's folk out here trying to come up. This nigga's out here jealous. This nigga's out here mad. In the words of the great poet laureate Jada Kiss, it's hot and they walking. It's hot and they walking. Flesh that has been made demonic through an overdose of pain, loss, hypersexuality, hypercommercialism, under-nurturing, underfeeding, undernourishing. That's the soup that made the flesh demonic enough to roam the earth to and fro, seeking whom it may devour. That's what's up. And it caught somebody slipping. Now, I don't know what the rules are in Philly. I'm not aware but I'm going to imagine that y'all got some of the same rules we do. Let me see. 6 Mile. Very interesting. I feel like these rappers dying are a part of a ritual. Thank you, Daredevil Dog. Think Tank, what's up? Sweet day, what's going on? Hey. Thank you there, young Jedi Kells. Well put. Very well put. Elderberry tea. I'm sorry, Earl Grey tea with ashwagandha. Oh my God, it's warm going down. That feels great. Okay. It's not her fault, or without that location post, he was gonna get got. They spotted PNB when he pulled up in $100,000. Okay. I am going to tell you something very unpopular at the end of this, and I will stand on it. This boy, this young man, was murdered by a number of metaphysical accomplices. It was not just the trigger man or men. It was not just the trigger man that killed this brother. There were a few other metaphysical, spiritual elements. Negative forces. I no longer call them dark forces because I am dark and I am a force. I'd like to believe for positivity, but I'm a force, as are you. The negative forces on the other side of the gun are whatever made a black man think, especially, I'm just at face value. This ain't no hit. This ain't no Illuminati, the ritual. I'm not going there. I'm going at face value here. That some young knuckleheads rolled up and blasted this brother for his jewelry. That's what we're working with. Purely at face value. There is a metaphysical culprit of the negative force on the PNB side of the game. And we're going to get to that. This is about the absence of male energy, of fathers. From what I understand, this boy's father was murdered when he was very young. And at 30, I'm going to guess 20 years ago, nobody was laying down the street law to common people. Let me make something crystal clear. When I grew up in Chicago, from birth to me sitting in this chair, I ain't never been nobody's gangster. I know gangsters. I know real gangsters. I am not one. I was never a part of that. Are there elements in it I don't think I'm above if pushed? Absolutely. And well. Of course. But me, no. But as a common dude, growing up in common Chicago, I gotta talk to Dan and Green. Damn it. Dan and Green would have been wonderful. Let me see if Dan and Green can go live. I'm gonna see if Dan and Green can go live because Dan and Green is from Philly. Dan and Green is perfect and is my dude. Let me see. I'm gonna call him right now and put his ass on the spot. We're gonna put him on the spot. Whoops, I'm touching something. Okay. Dan and Green.
What's up, champ?
Are you somewhere where you can go live?
I guess I can. I'm at the barbershop.
Oh, that would be beautiful, sir. If you could come into my StreamYard.
Okay.
I'm talking about the death of PNB.
Okay.
And I was about to go through the Chicago Man Code in the 70s and how I don't know about Philly. And bing, I know somebody that's Man Code is damn near identical to mine. That's from Philly. So I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna send you the doohickey, the StreamYard thing, and then yeah, bro, come on in here.
How long would it be, you think?
Huh? As long as you got.
How long you need me on for?
As long as you got. If you ain't got but 5 minutes, then it's 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll do about 5. Okay, I'm gonna just talk to my man because he got another shot. So if he's cool with it, I'll do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right, brother. Peace. Okay, yeah. Now we about to get into some very interesting shit. There's a fellow Jedi that just popped in my head. Let's see. So I have to copy that. Send it to my man Dannon. This is gonna be well worth it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the genius hits me. It just kapow out of nowhere. Now call him back. Sent it to you on Facebook Messenger. Boom. Okay. There we go. Now, we shall see what we shall see if DG can pop in. At any rate, hold on. Danny Green.
He's gonna allow me to do it.
Oh, okay. Go to your Facebook. I messaged you the link just now.
Okay, my you DM me?
Yeah, it's in Facebook.
You got it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Later. All right, yeah. Now, at any rate, yeah, your Uncle Jeff wasn't nobody's goddamn gangster. Nobody. But you can bet your ass between my own experiences and what my uncles had to say, and my father had to say, and my stepfather had to say, and my grandfather had to say, and what niggas around the way had to say, I was not unprepared to stay out of trouble either by myself There are certain things I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way about I see you, Danny. Sit tight, bro. I learned the hard way. I got you, Doc. Sit tight. About not doing your school shopping clothes and then riding the goddamn train home. Right there on 63rd and the Dan Ryan. That was my exit. Right there. Some GDs politely relieved me of all my school clothes for my sophomore year of high school. God bless the dead, my godmother took me shopping, and instead of putting me in a cab, she put me on a train and fed me to these fucking wolves. If I'd have known then what I know now, lesson learned. That was the tuition for that lesson. When you are by yourself with packages, Uber, cab, don't fuck around. Now, that's just one of many things. Yes, look, Kels, I learned karate in Chicago. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me set him up and bring him into the room. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I'm an asshole, so I don't bounce the word friend around lightly. I don't call many people friend. But this here is a cat that one is a goddamn grown ass man in Hollywood. I think he's stuck. Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Let me take him out and bring him back. I think his shit is your shit froze, Danny. You look froze, nigga. Yeah. I'm gonna bring you back down until you till your shit work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna kick you out. Come back in. I'm gonna kick you out. Come back in. Okay. Now come back in. Like try it again. Okay. I'm very sure I didn't ban you. I was very clear not to do that. Anyway. Yeah, Kels. Yeah. That's tuition. That's tuition. That same lesson would have you leave your jewelry at the house and take a fucking Uber to that Roscoe's. What's up, Ism? This brother had 50 pounds of money. Matter of fact, here is let's see. Yes. Here's what your man Willie D had to say.
These dudes don't think. It's like it's like they were born without brains. It's like, okay, you go over there, you go over there, you go over there. Hold on, my bad. Let me get these brains up out of here.
Well said. We can stop right there. Shout out to brother Willie D. I'm gonna leave a link to his whole thing in the description. I hope you're cool with me using that piece, bro. Much love, much respect. Let's do some work. I make beats. These young dudes who did this, you know what? I think I might need to go back a little bit. I don't think I made my entire point. Okay. Yeah. Check this funky shit out. I'm going to do it again because I think I needed to start a little earlier.
Me so much hustling. Me, I can go get it within 30 years and go and be out on the streets and be living my life and enjoying life, enjoying my family, enjoying my children, just enjoying life, period. I can have all of those experiences and still get to the bag. These dudes don't think. It's like they were born without brains.
Okay. I think I had it in the first place. I'm just high. Sit tight, DG. I got you. Did you freeze again? Nigga, you done froze again. What in the Boost Mobile both of them are victims. The man with the gun and the man who took the bullets are victims of absent positive male influence in their youth. That is us being set up for failure and succeeding to fail. The rest of us are somehow failing them. Is your shit working, DG? Your shit ain't working, bruh. I don't know what in the Boost Mobile is wrong, but we are failing them. Nope, still ain't working. It is us that have failed them. To where one absence made a predator and the other absence made prey. One absence made predators, the other one made prey. So absent positive black influence is the metaphysical anti-hero here that sprinkled his dust out over PNB's situation growing up and was involved in his father being murdered. Again, perpetuating a cycle. So now PNB don't know what he don't know because his father wasn't there to teach him. And he no doubt was bathed in that. Then the metaphysical coup de motherfucking top. The big piece of chicken in all this is his own need to be envied. Your shit still ain't working, man. Jesus Christ. I'm going to kick you out. Try again. Try it again. Come back in. His need to be envied. Another metaphysical anti-hero. That part of his ego, that part of him that needed to be seen by others, getting out of $100,000 car with around his neck what is intrinsically worthless. Are we not clear on that? That diamonds are basically worthless. Do you know how bad they grape these boys when they turn that shit back in? But the both of them needed to be envied. I need you to see this $100,000 car and wish you had it. It's not enough for me to have it, because if it was enough for me to have it, I could have left this $100,000 car at the house for when I go around other people who have $100,000 cars. You don't need your daddy to teach you that. I could have put on a hoodie, a gray hoodie, some blue jeans, some questions, a played down watch, you know, like one that just tells time, a regular cell phone, some sunglasses, and I could have snuck in here and snuck out the way you supposed to in the jungle. The zebras don't come through. Dun 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 dun. It's enough they black and white. Dun 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 dun. They might get 8 tonight. Dun 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 dun. They ain't coming through. Hey, everything in the jungle is aware it's in the jungle. And where it's at on the menu. As the lions age, they become prey. Suge Knight. As he got older, he became prey. And these niggas preyed on him. And parts of his ego worked against him. And that is what brought a great mind down. That need to be envied is so fucking strong that it took this man's life. Because there is no other reason to drive a $100,000 car to that Roscoe's. He could have came to the Roscoe's in Pasadena. Roscoe's on Gower. I'm not going to even go into the quality or the taste of Roscoe's food. Judge that for yourself. Judge that for yourself. And we ain't finna get into, he can go over there for better food. Or no, we ain't none of that. The dude wanted Roscoe's, but he also wanted to be envied. No one drives a $100,000 car into a notoriously rough area without the desire to be envied. But it's certain people that can drive over in that area and leave a Lamborghini running with the keys in it. And you know way better than to touch that car. We all know them dudes, but they're up on the food chain over there. They're lions. You ain't finna roll up on that dude. But you know what? Them dudes like that, they wouldn't roll up like that. Real gangsters don't hang food. They don't hang the food in front of the hungry often. Not the real gangsters. Thugs do that. There's a difference between gangsters and thugs. Gangsters do what they want to. Thugs do what they told. This is what we're looking at. If we're going to really take a look at this. I don't know what you mean by that, unsunken one, but I feel you. That was self-deletion. Absolutely. And Kels, we know this. If I was with that dude and he said, I want some Roscoe's, bruh, you know you can order it at Gower. You could order it. Let's order it from Gower. I got a better idea. You got that kind of bread? We can have somebody cater soul food to the side of your bed. This is how you got to roll now, because the jungle is the jungle. And I'm not telling you not to go. I'm telling you not to go stupid. I'm telling you, you need to go with off-duty LAPD that you can trust. Off-duty sheriffs that you can trust. Private security that you can trust. But because of the absolute, and I will not stop, I will not back off of this, there is an absolute full-on onslaught on all our minds to bring about the purposeful dulling of awareness. Okay, should have hit you with this one first, though. Real true, real talk. I'm doing this out of order. The part of you that needs to be envied is dangerous. It's dangerous. That's the big lesson for us all here. That part of you, that part that motivated the Nike and the Jordan brand to atmospheric and, dare I say, catastrophic success at the cost of sapping the neighborhood. The people who lay dead over starter jackets The people who lay dead over Jordans. Do you think them Jordans would have been worth as much if Nike gave out Jordans to the inner city? Yeah. How about this? Dear Chicago, dear Cleveland, dear LA, dear Miami, dear Houston, dear Dallas. This is Powerball Uncle Jeff talking. To the school, the elementary school that has the overall best GPA in the inner city. At the end of the year, every child at that school will get a pair of Jordans from your Uncle Jeff. The student with the highest GPA and the student that is most improved will get another pair. Go. You trying to tell me Nike couldn't have come up with nothing like that? In 2 sentences, I have let off a starter pistol that motivates young black kids toward excellence. The school with the highest GPA, everybody at the end of the year get 1 pair of Jordans. All right, now we're doing something. All over the country, and then add it up. And go athletes from that city. You in on it? You in on it? What you got on it? What y'all saying in here? Oh, well, thank you, Brother Elvis. Even Michael Jackson moved in disguise. Yeah, I saw him one time. I saw him. He was disguised as an old man right over here on Ventura and Violent in the 7-Eleven. And it was his eyes. And I locked eyes with him. He looked away. And when he looked back, I winked at him. And he winked back. And I knew it was him, but I wasn't going to bust him out. And I was just proud of him. I was like, yeah, do your thing, bruh. I see you. I ain't finna bust you out. It was dope. Oh, brother. Do you know how big a hole you have to have in your soul to take a brother's life over his clothes? The part of you that needs to be envied is just plain old fucking dangerous. Now let's get back to this. The purposeful dulling of self-awareness. Because that's what we're looking at here. There's a reason that these young people really thought that they could floss their way through this. It is because we have allowed, the elders have allowed you to allow this world to be bigger than this one. Because you live in there. And you're not connecting the consequences of there to where you are. You're not connecting the what I do in here affects what happens out here. You're not putting them two together at all. Because you can be a warlord or an NBA champion or whatever the fuck you want to be in here. It has dulled your awareness to out here. To the point that there are car commercials. There's one where this dude is crossing the street. He's buried in his phone. And the car commercial slant is that the driver is wrong for not being aware of him. You know, the person with the 3,500-pound object hurling through space-time. He's somehow wrong and should be aware. You should be allowed to walk around like this. Please guard what you're putting in your brain. Please guard what entertains you. Hey, Nosha, guard what entertains you. You mix Lucky Charms and tricks. Fuck you, man. You have. That's what you saying to your teeth, huh? Fuck you, man. I don't need y'all. I'm not gonna need my teeth. It's hot in here, girl. Here's I don't know. I don't know, Unsunken One. I don't know about that. I think it's that kind of turn that can be made. I'm willing to see the negative effects of that. I'm willing to see what inner city ghetto genius decides to put down a gun and pick up a microscope this way. I'm willing to see what dope dealing ghetto mathematician decides to go into astrophysics. I'm willing to be wrong, bruh. I done been wrong over other shit. Let's get at a shot. That's a plan. Hey, athletes, you don't pay for sneakers? No way. Why y'all can't do that? The school. Yeah, I'm going to hit some up. I'm going to hit some dudes up. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to rock this and see what happens. What's up? This is your Uncle Jeff on some love for the little kids. Okay. I was just talking shit and I was fucking around. I came up with this idea of, hey, why don't we run a contest in every major inner city grammar school? The school with the best GPA at the end of the year. It's a public school. I'm talking about those ghetto-ass, grimy public schools. The school with the best GPA at the end of the year, every student there gets a pair of Jordans. Maybe the professional teams can help out that are in those cities. I know it's a lot of money, guys. I know I'm asking for a lot, but it's an idea. Number 2, two fingers. The student with the highest GPA and the student that is most improved at every school gets a pair of Jordans. At every school, the student with the highest GPA and the student that's most improved. What do y'all think? Give me your thoughts. I don't want a pair of shoes. I just want to know if this will work. I don't want no money. I want to motivate kids to do better. This sounds like a great idea. Somebody with more sense than me, hit me up and shoot it down. I'm sure it's a horrible idea. Let's just talk about why it is. And as we do, let's talk about Uncle Jeff's all natural African shea butter. It's good shit. Keep trying. Look at this. Let's never, ever. There's no need for the ash, ever. Now, you eat 2 types of poison. That's funny. Great insensitive. I think you meant incentive. I'm with you. Then build on that. Brilliant. Yeah, Ram. Hey, man. I'm going to cut that and I'm going to send it some places and see what happens. It just sounds like a great idea to me. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the already doing good schools. I'm talking about the schools where y'all can't get these kids to learn shit. Well, motivate them with shit. School with the highest GPA and with the most improved students, we gonna pay for y'all prom. The whole thing. Everybody's stuff. We're gonna pay for the whole prom. That's that shit. That's what you do. Sugar Mac was cracking. This is how you reach people. This is how you touch them. You touch them direct if you really want to touch them. A lot of this shit ain't hard. It just disrupts the flow of things. There, people. I'm gonna open this son bitch up for a few. And but before that, let me share this. Here's the final culprit.
My mama ain't never gonna let them take my soul. Gotta turn to ones you love, never know who's next to go. I'm swimming free all of my thoughts, they got them up the road. And I'm just thinking about the times when I was fucking broke. Thinking about the times I was going crazy. Me and my baby mom just had our first baby. We ain't had shit, I used to be mad all day. Had to hit links just to get some cash on deck. Living a life of sin, like I got God permission. I'd rather be dead in hell before I do life in prison. They come from the blind side when you least expect. They be on bloodline trying to take your necklace. Never trust these bitches, they'll line you up quick. I fell in love with this hoe, she was plotting on me. And I can't even lie, she had to drive on me. But I'm too slick and she was moving stupid.
Wow. Wow. I here. After hearing that, listen to this. This is verse 3. DJ Quick, use a gangster. See, some don't realize the power of lyrics. Because when you rap about death, you talking to spirits. You see, you can say the things that help us all ball, or you can say things that make it bad for us all. Fix the problem is the only way. Fix the problem. The only way is to come to the source. Don't be a Trojan horse. Help us change the course. Everybody knows that it's bad in the hood. So check what you rapping about if it ain't to the good. There it is. The last culprit. Words are powerful by themselves. When you put them to the vibration of music, and then 6 Mile add video to it, chock full of symbolism. Well said, Jonathan Edwards. You want proof music's cast spells? When's the last time you ever fucked a? You don't. Unless you on some freaky clown shit. You're trying to create a mood, a vibe, which is short for vibration. You can't fuck around with this kind of shit. This is real. This brother, you know what, Jonathan? It's not the worst idea in the world, especially if you think you're going to come. You know, you're getting close to that age, you know what it feel like? You feel like when you roll it back in the rocket chair, the point of no return. Well, you know that point, fellas. You know what I'm talking about, that point of no return. You got about 20 seconds before that when you feel the roller coaster going chicken, 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 chicken. Right here. Okay, now I'm back in it. That might not be the worst thing to say to yourself while you fucking. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Yeah. I'm gonna use that on stage. That's funny. Yes. Most Def, Heru. Most Def. That's why they don't put Kill Whitey in their songs. DG, I don't know what happened, man. Try to come back. You remember the song? There was a song called Fuck the Police. All the police ain't even white. Just most of them are. You're not finna make no song about killing nobody but yourself. Does that not ring a fucking bell? You can only make songs about killing yourself. Talk about killing another race of people and see what happens. And single them out as a group other than your own. And talk about what you're going to do to them. I preach this to my niece constantly. Be aware of the ideas and mentality in your music. How old is your niece, Savage? Because I have a suggestion for you. Oh, there he is. I hope he's back. I hope his shit's working, for the love of God. Oh, now it's says device not connected. That's my young brother Bruce. Let me see. DG, are you there? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, I need to know how old your niece is, Savage Cabbage, because I may have some very good advice. I may have a way for you to reach her. Wonderful. She's 12. Perfect. Okay. DG, is your shit working, bro? I'm not getting you, bro. I don't know what's happening. I got a black screen. I know you can see it. You're frozen. I don't know if it's where you are or what, but you're not coming through in here. Okay, now he's in the car. Shit still froze, bro. Shit froze. All right. I wish he was, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about today. If we can't figure it out today, we're going to figure it the fuck out. Because Danny Green is another samurai. That's my man. We don't always agree. But we on the same team, moving the same direction. Now, Savage, here you go. And then I'm going to wrap this up because I got something to do real quick. And then I have a session. A life coaching session with one of my Jedis, actually. 12, perfect age. How Lauren Hill, Kid Ramos, Def, MF Doom. Last week she came in listening to Drake. I bugged out. Nothing sticks. It gets to me. Here, I want you to start dating your niece. I want you to get dressed. I want you to tell her to get dressed. I want you to put on some Earth, Wind, and Fire, some Hall and Oates, and take your niece out for ice cream and just walk around. Buy her a rose and bring her back to her mama house. I want you to get your niece used to being treated like a lady with her panties up and her eggs unfertilized from a man who is setting the bar. That's how it's got to happen, bruh. That's it. That's all you can do. Because you don't have a studio, you don't make music, and apparently the people on this list don't make music that can reach her. But your actions can. Start dating that girl. Take her out. Take her to eat. Talk to her. Hold her hand going across the street. Treat her like a lady. Yo, young Master Bruce. I don't know what you sound like. You fighting a Gila monster, man. You all right?
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. You
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't registering. It kept saying my mic was off, so I wasn't even tripping off putting you on mute because it kept saying my mic wasn't working.
Okay.
That's why I jumped out last time.
well, give us your thoughts there briefly, man, because I got to get ready.
Yes, sir. I don't know. The dude's story was interesting. Like, I agree. It was so much with that story about old boy passing, but I agree 100% with you don't bring steaks around wolves, around hungry wolves, bro. Like, that's not what you do.
Right.
You just don't do that. I don't. Why you did it and all of that. That's I wasn't there, but I know for sure. I don't care where I go. If we moving like that, we for sure moving secure. We ain't just me and my girl and $1 million worth of going on just to go get some chicken. Nah, we can order some chicken. Like,
well, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
It's just that simple. We can order some chicken. I don't care if she got a bug in her ass that makes her go, well, no, why we just can't go? Because we can't go. You can go, but we ain't going.
Right. Well, let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. Here's where leadership comes into play. I'm gonna tell you in plain English, and I'm gonna make sure I do it uninterrupted, or I'm gonna make sure that you understand that as a woman, this is the last time you will interrupt me and call us in a relationship. It's dangerous over there. I have countless thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. I'd like to keep you safe. That's my first responsibility as a female in my presence, is to keep you safe. The easiest way to do that is to send a nondescript car to go get us whatever we want. Unless, of course, it's about needing to be envied.
But, I mean, I don't know, bro. He be around what he be around. Like, that's why I be telling people, like I tell my folks, you get home, you make it home every time except for the time you don't.
Wow.
So I say that to say you could be the most carefulest month. It only take a day to slip. It take that day you arguing with her, that hour or two y'all was arguing before you went to go get something to eat, that had your mind somewhere else, made you forget you was in a Maybach, made you forget you had all this clinkety clankety shit on, all of that could have been the same day. Y'all could have been arguing about something stupid, and your mind just didn't go there. You didn't go there. You was going to a neighborhood that I heard had like 5 different neighborhoods. There's 5 different gangs over there. That's always at war.
5 different major gangs.
Yeah. that make that Crenshaw and Slauson look bad. Like that place over there is war for real.
Uh,
And that's where you went to go get some chicken in the Maybach by yourself with your chick. See, that type of stuff, that ain't, and then he's from Philly. You from Philly, so you know some type of etiquette. You got some type of etiquette.
that is
I'm pretty
why.
sure
That is
that P-
why. Hold on, just a second. That is why I'm so disappointed that we couldn't have got brother Dannon Green in here, because Dannon is my age and he's from Philly. He's a boxer and a comedian and a director and an actor from Philly. So he has a his mind is the perfect one.
he has
he's a perfect
specific knowledge.
Specific knowledge about this in Philly. There will be a part 2 to this. Because I want to talk to DG in front of all of y'all. Now,
Yeah, that's why I say I don't think it's different. You got them 3 letters in front of your name, which means you from somewhere. You got 3 letters in front of your name. You from somewhere, bro. You from some neighborhood, some clique, some whatever. You call it what you want to call it. You from somewhere. You know better.
Somebody got a rule book where you from.
Yeah, you know better. I feel like you knew better, bro, and you were slipping. That's the definition of slipping. You from somewhere. You out of town. You OT. You in a Maybach. Now, I don't know if it's your Maybach or the car you rented for the weekend while you was out there.
Unimportant to the story.
Well, it might. Well, because you jumped in it. So y'all jumped instead of ordering food. It's important. It's only important because of where you went. Now, if you was doing what you were supposed to be doing, it wouldn't be important. But let's say you arguing with your chick. I want to go. Well, fuck it, then we going. You forget you in the Maybach.
Do you think that was part of it?
I don't know them. You feel me? So I don't.
Okay.
You know, I can only do
get what you're saying.
I can only do what's the evidence that's presented to me.
Yes.
Like her dropping the pen. You told the world, anybody that know you knew where y'all was at too. So she got on the internet and told everybody.
She basically called in an airstrike.
She could have, or he could have been not paying attention, jumped out of a Maybach, and since you in the hood, somebody went, ooh, food, and went to go lick the plate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It could have been either one of them. You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that it could be, that's the whole point of this. The fact that it could be leads to what male guidance was not there in any form, because young Jedi Bruce, I submit to you that you, like I, have your ear to the street the way you do, in no small part because of the men you were raised around. In no small part, some man had to lay it down, and it wasn't. I don't know how you slip that hard. Not out here, bruh. There's too many notches on the gun out here.
I mean, but that don't stop your argument from your chick being distracting. That don't, some people argue with their chick to the point where they don't go to work the next day.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing but work for him. Right. You in LA with this type of issue, you out there. I'm pretty sure you better be going out there to get some money.
Right.
Because everything's way too damn high not to be.
Thank you. Now let me address what's on the screen.
Steve Harvey took his wife there.
Okay, yeah. Number one, I'm pretty sure you got your Roscoe's mixed up. Steve, more than likely, went to the one on Gower or the one over by the freeway. The one that WAC 100, the people who were on the phone with him led him to believe that he was talking about. The one right there by the gas station. WAC, shout out to WAC. He was talking about that, but the same shit he said applies. Because he's saying the same shit we said here. What I'm telling you, knowing Steve personally, one, it probably wasn't that one. Two, if it was, Steve was not over there unarmed and by himself. Steve Harvey's from Cleveland. Steve knows way better than that. Steve is always well protected, and so is his family. He don't play that. So you talk the fact that you brought him up is only a point, SZ, to point out my point. That if you gonna roll, that's how you roll. Steve roll with goons. Steve, you ain't finna get up on Steve? I don't think so. Cause and this is the Steve I've known since the 90s. And he hasn't gotten broker. So I would imagine his security is even tighter. This is not about, again, like I said before, and yeah, I'm gonna kick you the fuck out of here, Bruce, because I gotta that thing. We got that thing. Yeah. Zen Master. I've often said this. And I'm not turning this into a Steve Fest, but that's a very good name to bring up. Because this whole run your mouth, I can tell you this about Steve. If you run your mouth on Steve's family, you ain't got to worry much about Steve's lawyers or Steve's bodyguards. You got to worry about Steve. Steve already jump on you. He an old man that'll jump on you. Me, I'm retiring from that shit. I'm retiring because it's yeah, he's not small. So yeah, the whole point is all you control in any of this is you. This young man had no way, he had no way to control how dangerous that corner was. He had no way to control that the man or men who took his life had guns. He had no way to control that they have no respect for mankind or their own kind. He had no control over their poverty or their evil or their savagery. He had complete control over where he was and when. And as tragic as it is that this brother lost his life over it, we need to let it be a lesson from both sides. We need to let it be the complete lesson and not get caught up in turn it off. Not get caught up in no bullshit about who dropped what pen, and this is and particular finding a particular thing to focus in on other than you. What does this killing say about you? What does it say about you if you're young? What does it say about you if you're a woman? What does it say about you if you are an old man? Know what it says to me? I got some young brothers to inform. I got some young brothers and sisters to reach. That's what it says to me. Because maybe, just maybe, if I'd have talked to either side of them 20 minutes earlier, you might not have had this. Nobody is safe. Not quite, Brother Christopher. We all got to die. The Creator don't give these words any power. I don't want this shit being eerie or spooky because I die in a few days or some dumb shit, because that's not what I'm getting at, forces. My point is this, is you got to make your life count if we ain't all safe. You got to be smart. You don't want death to trip over you. This brother was death's free throw. Death took a free throw and got this dude. Similarly unfair. Rest in peace to David Arnold. Death shot him out of the sky in front of all of us. This brother was where all the smart comics want to be. Showrunner and doing comedy. Shot him out of the sky. So you can't say, I can't say, I don't know how much time I have. I don't believe that talking about the time I have, especially since I'm not doing it negatively, in any way reflects upon the time between here and my eventual leaving this earth suit. I don't think they have anything to do with each other. What I do believe is that within the bounds of reasoning, yes, Josh, as was Teddy, in the bounds of reasoning, within the bounds of reasoning, and under the direction of and guidance of the Creator, I am going to focus and live the sweet fucking shit out of this life. I will live the sweet fucking shit out of this life. I will love as many people as I can. I will give as much good advice as I can. I will deal with assholes when necessary. I will give my life to keep my people safe. I will live this life because it is precious to me. And I will be ever wary, ever clear about that part of me that needs to be envied. All right, y'all. Another good one. I hope y'all dug this as much as I love doing it. Another giraffe balls under our belt. As always, stay high indeed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Pull out of the gravity of the stupid. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty. It's your Uncle Jeff. I'm out.
Tell